everybody, and welcome to this special edition episode of Psycast. I'm your host, Robert Marcy, and I'm joined here with Bill Montana and our regular guest, Tom Phoenix.
Hey, how's everybody tonight? This is Bill Montana. And tonight we got Tom Phoenix. Tom, say hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay. So this is a different episode of the Psycast. We're going to cover something unique that Tom has created for the magical community. And we're going to let Tom tell you what it is.
All right. This is a magic selling platform similar to what other big companies do, except I do not expect for myself to profit from this. It's for the magic community. You can upload or you can send me your files that you want to sell. I put them onto a personal webpage for you, and you sell them, and you get an 85% royalty rate, which is higher than any other company. I actually might bump that up to 90%. So essentially, if you have a $10 product, you get $9. I'm getting less than $1, and then PayPal takes their fee.
Right, but you set this up just so you make enough money to keep the site going, and basically nobody loses a bunch of money.
Right.
Yeah, because the other guys, I know a lot of other guys are selling stuff and they want 50 and 60%, 80%. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I figured just as long as, because what most of these sites are doing is they'll set up a Facebook page, and then they've got their 100 or 200 people to target, which is nice. So you can usually get a few sales out of that, but then you're only getting 50%. And you usually have to end up doing your own marketing for it anyway. So all that site is actually doing is hosting your files, and sometimes not even that.
Yeah, exactly. And your site is a little different in the regards that you're specializing in just certain categories.
Right, yeah. I'm focusing on mentalism, bizarre performance, and I'm going to do a little bit of card magic just because card magic is near and dear to my heart. But yeah, there won't be any like sponge balls, balloon twisting, shenanigans like that. It's all going to be mostly mentalism, some card magic, bizarre stuff.
Yeah, but I also remember talking to you about a week ago, you mentioned that you're going to cover all aspects of mentalism as well as all the various aspects of bizarre. So we're not like locked into any particular one category of just, it has to be this kind of mentalism types of crap.
Yeah, no, none of that. The bizarre stuff is going to be like, let's say bizarre card magic if you want to go that route, or the hardcore seance, or metaphysical work. Pretty much is all areas of mentalism and bizarre.
Yeah, you're not going to discriminate like the other sites were at some point.
No.
Yeah, that's excellent. And let's go ahead and can we leak the name of it yet?
Sure, why not? It's pretty much ready to go. There's one more thing I need to do, but I can have that done in the next couple hours. So, yeah, you can go ahead and say what it is.
It is skywardmagic.com. That's SKYWARD, magic, MAGIC.com. I did get that correct, right?
Yep.
Now, so let's say you're a creator, right? You've created an ebook or a digital product download, and it's got more than one element to it. You can host all those elements in that same package, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's a little different than some of the other sites. So, like, if there's a PDF, audio file, and a video, it can all go in the same package. It's one link, they download it. Or there may be multiple links within that package, but you'll have it all. So that's good. And then you mentioned that the creators set the price for the work, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And what was that? There's some other stuff that you had on that main page there. Let's go ahead and give them that right now.
Right. Okay. So the first one, I'll just go from the top down. So the first thing is the 90% royalty rate.
That's unbelievable. I'm in.
Yeah. That's not what the point is. The main goal is, well, so let me give you some background first. What most Magic companies do, unless it's a production, unless you're getting your product produced with them, then this doesn't apply. But most companies and these smaller sites will take your files, put them on a hosting platform like Dropbox or Megashare or Mediafire or something else, or JW Player for videos. And then when somebody buys, the files get sent over to the buyer. And that is really all the site does. And they still manage to charge anywhere or take anywhere from like 40% to 80% of the price of the purchase. Which means that, you know, if you have a $10 product, you're only going to get between $2 and $6 for your own creation. And we all know that, well, anyone who's looked at hosting costs for files knows that files do not cost very much to host. So most of that is profit for the owner of the site, which is fine. But it can be done very cheaply, and it can be done on a large scale for very, very little price. So this is a platform for the creators. And
that's what you spent the last year setting up as this platform. So it's, you know, real friendly to everybody.
Yeah. From the front, it doesn't look like much, but the whole back end with the email system and the payment processor and the file transfer stuff, that was a beast to set up. It pretty much has the same functionality as Amazon, except it's only for Magic.
Right. I know your front landing page looked a little just generic, but it still had all that back infrastructure that's there.
Yeah.
Which is really the important thing. A lot of these download sites have a really great front landing page, but they don't have any back infrastructure.
Right.
And then we're losing, 80% of our money for nothing.
Yeah.
One email maybe.
Right. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But the nice thing about this platform is that it'll enable guys like me, Robert, and some of the other guys we know to have a new outlet for a lot of our works, because a lot of us don't want to sell on those other guys' sites.
Right.
For whatever reason. I mean, there's, pick one. You're creative. You understood that comment.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about the next thing on that list, because that was a little different than some of these other sites too.
Yes. You can access your customers directly. So when somebody buys from you, normally on other websites, you're just shown that, hey, you got a sale, but they don't tell you who it was. They don't tell you where that person was from. They don't tell you, what country they're from, what device they were buying on, et cetera, et cetera. You don't have any of that email. It just shows that you got a sale. So what I wanted to do was, and by the way, I am setting up a video series right now on how to market Magic products as an individual. But anyway, what I wanted this site to have is a feature that allows the creator to access their customers through email, because email marketing is, well, it's crucial to my business, and it's really not that hard to do.
Well, not only that, but it also, like, if they got a question, I know they actually legitimately bought the product.
Yeah, that too.
And then I can legitimately take my time to answer their question.
Right. You don't end up with, someone saying, hey, I bought this from Illusionist. Can you help me? And then it turns out they never actually bought it. And, I'm not Not saying that happens, of course. I don't want to get into.
Oh yeah, that happens, by the way.
But it happens. Yeah, no matter what company.
So I had a guy tell me he bought something from Illusion. I don't sell an illusionist, dude.
That's funny. I've had
Try
that happen a few times too.
But I mean, that's the problem that we were running into. A lot of guys were buying stuff off, you download something on the torrent, and they have 30 million questions because it's not their type of thing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this allows you to see exactly who bought from you and their email address. So, I mean, if you wanted to game the system, you're welcome to. You can sell on here, build yourself an audience, and then build your own website and take all those people with you if you really wanted to. But here it's already set up, and you're getting about the same amount of money anyway.
Yeah, 10%, dude. I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I already work enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
Now, what was the next thing that you had to do was completely different than everybody else?
You can see your sales stats. So you can see which product. I mean, I know Penguin does this. So you can see which products are selling highest, but you can also see where people are in the world. So you can see are your customers coming primarily from America or the UK or Central America or South America, Asia, wherever. If you're coming specifically from Asia, specifically from China, you might want to be careful who you're selling to because a lot of the sales from China are usually the knockoff sites and shop owners on AliExpress. I know that because I've dealt with them for 4 years now, and it's really irritating. So anyway,
yeah.
That's unfortunately that's just how it is. You don't see too many theft of creations or torrent uploaders coming from any other country except for China. And I know, I have a few magician friends in China, so it's sad that happens. But if you notice that a lot of your sales are coming from that country, and you notice it's popping up on torrent sites, then you might have to change your download links, which we could do.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a big deal. I mean, but that's all through your back-end server. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
And then now, right now, they're the creators that send the work to you.
Yeah.
And then you'll upload it so it's all separated and everything's secure.
Yeah. I want
or as secure as it can be in a digital environment.
Yeah. I wanted to have it so that you could upload directly to the site, but I couldn't get that sorted out between the platform that I'm using and the file hosting platform, which is Dropbox. I just couldn't get that coordinated. So, yeah, just send me your files. I'll put them on my own Dropbox, and then I'll input all the links onto Skyward Magic platform, and it'll be good to go.
Okay, and then now let's talk about it for a moment. Let's cover some of the buyers. Somebody wants to buy something. How does that process work for them?
Really easy. They just go to the homepage or the skywardmagic.com. They go over to the shop tab, and then they're presented with the categories and then the creators and then all the individual products. So if you go over to categories, then you've got mentalism, card magic, bizarre, and then underneath each of those there are a couple other categories. So then you can just
then they can just push the button and it'll automatically deliver to them.
Yeah, add to cart, do your checkout, and then once the money is all transferred, then they get an email with the download links.
And what's the lag time on that? A minute or so?
Yeah, like no time at all.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, it's not instant.
Now they also have to register, right? Everybody has to register with the site.
Oh, they don't have to. If you want to be a vendor or if you want to sign up as a creator, then yeah, you have to register. But buyers, they can create an account if they want, and that'll save save their payment info for next time they come back, or they can just check out as a guest, and yeah, it's not required for them to sign up.
Okay. So, but they can, I mean, somebody could just come in and take, because PayPal takes all forms of payment, so there's no payment issue there.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. Great. Now, what's the next thing you did that was different than a lot of these other sites?
I set up, well, other sites have it so that you kind of have your own store page, except that it's not really the store page. It's just another page on an index, essentially. But the way I set this up is you have your own, it's still under skywardmagic.com / it'll be creator / your name. So it'll still be part of this platform, but it will essentially be your own page with your own creations on it. It's essentially your own shop page.
Okay, that's cool. But that's down the road a bit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I noticed with this, you had a very simple, because I tested it out the other night, and it looked like it was working pretty simply.
Yeah, it took a while to get it simple. It's turned out complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted it to look clean and streamlined, because other sites have like all kinds of stuff on the front page, and it's just it's like a variety store. Or walking into the dollar store, it's just there's stuff everywhere, and I wanted it to be really clean and simple and easy to navigate.
Yeah, so a prospective person that wants to buy a particular work and just go find the work quickly.
Yeah.
Or and a click or two, and he's right there. He's not, he doesn't have to look at the ads and the other crap, and
Yeah, no ads on that.
Product similar to this. Customers have bought this, like these. Who gives a shit, man?
Yeah. Yeah, and if you know what you're looking for already, I put a search bar on there, so you just type it in and go straight to it. Everyone there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. All right, cool. There was a silence for a moment there.
And what I noticed about this, Tom, because after looking through your website, is that it's totally mobile friendly as well. So it's mobile ready, optimized. So if you're using it on like in your mobile phone or like your iPad or tablet or whatever you have, it's automatically out there. I like that. It's pretty good.
Thank you. Took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah, because trying to turn a site into a mobile site could be a daunting task.
Yeah, it's actually not that difficult to do, but also keep in mind, my degree is in engineering, not computer science. So I can run data from a CNC machine all day long, but ask me to design a website, and I need YouTube tutorials like every step of the way. So,
yeah.
This took me a while to do. But it's important enough to me to give creators a platform where they're not getting 50% of their own creation. That was important enough to me to just keep at it and see it through.
Yeah, because I love 50% you get, or 80% you get one email and the product's dead and nobody sees it. And, then I'm advertising myself. So this way, it's much better.
Yeah.
And this is what I know a lot of the guys that create this stuff, and this is kind of the stuff we've been looking for, a platform like this where everybody can put everything in one category or one place, and everybody knows where to go to find just about anything they want. Now, you have some restriction on the creators, right?
Not too many restrictions. Oh,
not too many.
Yeah. Not too many.
Well, like some of the knockoff artists aren't even going to be selling there. So
yeah, no, we won't have any of that. Not going to name names, but no, if a creator has a reputation for recreating something that's been around for a very long time and they do that consistently, then yeah, no, they will not be featured on this site.
Yeah, we're going to kibosh all that. So
yeah, because again, the point of this is not like those knockoff products or those revamped products do sell well and they do profit the company. But again, I don't aim to make a whole lot of money from this myself. This is for the original creators to post their stuff, not for me to make a whole lot of money off stuff that's been done before.
Yeah, or some of these companies are, you send them a work and they license it to somebody else, and then your what was 30% is now like 2.5%. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I was talking with the creator several months ago, and I said, "Hey, how did this project go with this company?" And he said, "Oh, I think I was asking about the royalty rate," and he said, "Oh, I got screwed on that because they were going to give me X% of the sales, and then they sold the rights to some other company who they're now the same company. So essentially, he was getting 35% of 60% of the sale."
Wow.
Yeah. Except that those two companies are owned by the same people. So it's like he was getting completely screwed. And that was kind of one of the things where I thought, I have to do this so stuff like that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, because that's ridiculous. I mean, I experienced some of that.
Yeah.
And then got that taken care of pretty fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I already know a couple of the guys. I'm going to go ahead and mention a couple of guys. Robert's going to be putting some of his stuff on. I'm going to be putting most of my stuff, most of it, not all of it, but probably 99%. There's a few programs in there that went the way of the dodo, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And I think Mystic Alexander's starting to send over stuff.
Not yet, but he and I did talk.
Yeah. But I know he's in there. And we got, I think we're going to, the new book from Aldi's going to be, when it comes out later this year, is probably going to be launched there.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah,
and there's a few other new products that are going to be coming in pretty regularly, actually, that I've talked to. Because everybody likes the idea, 90% royalties. Like, hey, here's my money.
Yeah, I figured as long as creators are usually doing their own marketing anyway, they might as well be getting a pretty big chunk since they're putting in all the legwork. Like
I can't really disagree with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a friend of mine, his name is Nico Heinrich. I think that's how you say his last name. Anyway, he's from Germany. So he comes out with some really, really good ideas. I've read a couple of his books. They're great.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Nico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's an interesting cat. You read the description of the stuff, you're like, what is it? Really?
Is that going to happen? Yeah. Yeah, he came up with this really great idea. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent. But a really great idea for a gimmick that's then used for something completely different. And he just turned it around a little bit and made it into something that is like, wow, that's terrific.
Because you showed, when we were last in Vegas, you showed me one of Nico's pieces.
Yeah.
which I thought was pretty hot because, I've never seen anything like that. It was kind of cool, actually.
It was a really clever idea.
Kind of sneaky the way you did it, too, which I kind of liked.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like what you've seen, and it's not obvious,
Yeah. The method just completely flies by. It's just offhanded comments that the spectator is going, or the participant is going to make, and you're just going to make an offhanded comment, and that was the method.
Right now, with the Nikas World, are they going to be available in both languages, German and English, or just English?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him about that.
Okay. Because I know he does. I know he wrote some stuff in that was German and some was English, from what I remember years ago, or a while back.
Yeah. But anyway, I was talking with him about a month ago. I said, "Hey, do you do all your own marketing?" He said, "Yeah, I post links on my social media, and to my fans, I send them over to this other website where it's only getting 30%. And I thought, well, as long as you wrote the stuff, and you're doing your own marketing, and you did your own graphics, why are you only getting 30%? So, yeah, he's going to be migrating over to Skyward.
Right.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of people into Skyward.
Yeah, I hope so. I guess another little perk of this is I get a whole bunch of free magic. So, I'm not getting paid for this. The 10%, or, well, less than that, because PayPal is going to charge me 2% for each payment that I send out to creators. And then I'm going to get another 2% off for transferring into my PayPal account. So I'm essentially going to end up with about 5% of each sale. So let's just say it's negligible for me. So one of my perks is I'll get to review everything and learn a bunch of magic. So that's always nice.
I mean, that's part of the deal.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, but you better have a few months to go through my stuff because I got that much in audio.
Yeah, I'm going to start tonight. Right after I watch the last Game of Thrones episode, then I'll start getting into your stuff.
Yeah, but I know my stuff. We got. How many hours we have? 400, Robert.
Yeah, over 400.
Jeez.
400 hours.
Well then. I'll turn up the speed to 1.5. 1.5 the speed, and listen to it that way.
Yeah, I'm still going through finding works I forgot about. But most of my stuff is recorded because I wanted an archive of it. But
yeah,
in case I needed to refresh. But yeah, I got a massive amount of work. Robert?
Oh, I was just going to say is that so apparently then when people sign up, they get their own account, and whatever purchases they make, they're going to have their own like a member profile, so that if they need to download it again, then they'll be able to log into their account and download it again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
Now, I mean, have you integrated this is kind of question here to get asked anyway, so we'll just cover it here.
Okay.
I'm a trader. I got a stockpile of money in my account. Can I use that to buy other stuff direct from the site, or do I still have to go through the payout process and then buy it?
Yeah, you'll have to go through the payout process because the way I have it set up is that like the payment gets sent to the whole back end setup. This was oh my god, it was complicated. So the process goes, somebody buys, that gets sent to my Braintree account, which is a little offshoot of PayPal. And then from there, it gets stored. And then whenever I pay out, either right away or weekly, then it gets removed from my PayPal account and sent to all of the creators who have earned something during that week or during those couple days or whatever the period is that I do. I might just do it so it pays instantly. If this starts picking up, then I'll just do it instantly. So I'm not doing huge mass payments every single week.
Right, and then when is the payout schedule? Because that was a little different than some of the other sites.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, every one of those sites is different. I'm still waiting on my money from a couple of them. But
well, I really like how Library was doing it, where you could just dude, whose car did you decide to steal? Oh, it stopped. All right. Yeah. So the way Library was doing it was you could just hit the transfer to my PayPal account, pay yourself out whenever. Unfortunately, that's custom built, and I don't have a way of replicating it. So the way this is, I'm either going to pay out weekly or pay out per sale. Per sale is probably going to be easier, but fortunately, it's just a little toggle that I can switch it one way or the other.
Weekly would be great, dude. Just
Weekly? All right.
Yeah. As long as it's not over the PayPal, minimum where they start investigating you.
Right.
Well, you have too much, or did you deliver these products to yeah, Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to ask the creators what kind of schedule they would like. If they'd like it instantly, monthly, every 5 days, whatever it is. And then whatever.
Every 5-7 days would be great. Because,
okay.
wood shop, I get you money like it's one money.
Okay. Yeah.
That's just my personal preference. Or daily would be good.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'd bought a few cash like tonight.
Yeah. So I'll just get a majority rules vote on that one once I have creators on board.
Yeah, because all this is brand new, starting up. I trust you, so I don't.
Yeah. Tom, one thing that could be looked at, because I've been hearing that some people are now using another form other than PayPal, which is geared more towards businesses, Stripe.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, Stripe's bad, dude. They burned a couple people already. Yeah, if it says psychic, they say it's not an approved thing, and then they, steal your money. No.
Yeah.
Really?
You don't need to put yourself through that. Take it from someone who's tried. That's not good.
So
if it's something they don't agree with, even if it's just a product title and you're doing a mind reading trick, you say psychic anywhere in there and they freak out. Yeah, forget them, dude.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, if they have something, or if you have something that in any way, shape, or form sounds like it might possibly go against their terms of service, even if it's something completely unrelated. Like if you decide to name your product Break the Bank, and it's like a money trick where, 5 changes into a 10 or something like that, Break the Bank will show up in Stripe's system as a fraudulent term.
Oh, dear.
It won't pay you out. Yeah.
Yeah, they're terrible, dude.
Right.
Burn them.
Yeah. PayPal is better.
Do not agree to terms of service. That's a rule there.
Yeah. Yeah. PayPal.
And there's 4 or 5 of them like that. PayPal is the only one that really had a way to integrate digital media, and that's perfectly acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tom's going to be paying all the creators as royalties and whatever, and then at the end of the year we'll all get, the infamous 1099s or whatever, so everybody's cool.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get stuck with a big tax bill.
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing sounds great. And it's launching this week, so. Well, it's up now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's live. You can go take a look at it.
And there's only a couple products on there right now. I know.
Yeah.
Or there was the other day when I looked.
Yeah. Or I guess there's two of mine, but one of them is under the name of a friend of mine. He's actually my Confederate, for anyone who's wondering. And the name you'll see is not his real name, which is good. Anyway, I just set that up so I would have another vendor on there to test with, just to make sure the payment system works, which it does. So once I start bringing on other creators, I'll just delete his stuff because he doesn't sell anything online that I know of.
Right, because I know I already got some work over to you, some of the older stuff that people have been looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, once I get your stuff on Bill and Robert and it's Alexandra and whoever else, probably Nico, those would probably be the first 3 or 4 people.
I know there's other guys coming, so, you know. Yeah. As word of this gets out, there'll be more and more, so.
Yeah.
Tom's going to be a busy guy uploading, downloading, and uploading for about 2 weeks.
Yeah. I looked at those emails he sent me. I didn't actually open them and look at them, but I saw what he sent me, like 8 or 10 of them. I thought, oh, boy, here it goes.
Oh, wow. That's only the start, dude. Trying to give you a heads up.
Yeah.
You got another 150 works coming behind that.
Good
if I can get to them all. Just because I disappeared from the market doesn't mean I still don't produce stuff.
Yeah.
At least don't know about it on the cafe. What are the questions you want to cover on this intro to Skyward Magic?
I mean, I've got a terms of use page. It's just pretty basic. Don't hack my site. If you do, I'll hack you back. Funny story on that. Someone didn't necessarily try to hack my site ever, but he was trying to get my personal information and the personal information of my friends on Facebook. And I just told him, hey, if you don't stop this, I'm going to, report you to your local authorities. And he said, wait, my local authorities? You don't even know where I am. And I sent him a screenshot from Google Maps of the front of his house. And I haven't heard from him since. So I assume it worked.
Beautiful.
That's the way you roll, baby.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that isn't explicitly mentioned in the terms of service. It just says don't hack, and you'll be blacklisted. But just for anyone
don't
who's
even
curious,
think about it.
Yeah, just don't try it.
Yeah, because me and Robert will send you a picture of your house followed by a knock on the door.
Well,
yeah, guess who that is?
Yeah, I thought about. I briefly considered ordering a pizza for him, and then because he was in New York and I'm in Texas, so I thought about ordering a pizza for him and telling them to write a message for him on the box, like, don't mess with me, something like that. But I just
I know where you're at.
That might be one step too far. But yeah,
I mean, a lot of the creators really don't make jack on the stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So see, here it is. I think I was your first sign up. I signed up for for my account and for vendorship, say, and went through easily. So very good.
You do the whole thing back. It'll be processed, and then
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All I need to do
ease of use. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All I need to do is go through and spell admin correctly. All you need to go through is log in, look at your application, research your name, make sure you're not a knockoff artist, and then just approve you. I'll set up your shop page, and then we'll get your files on.
Yeah, it's all pretty simple. Now they can contact you at the old website or the new one. Either one is fine.
Yeah, either one. The email for Skyward is just admin@skywardmagic.com.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you want to contact me through my Yahoo address that I've been using for the past few years, that's fine too. Eventually, I would like to get it all onto Skyward, but the server has some kind of a data limit, and Yahoo doesn't. So I'm going to use, until I can get Skyward to the point where I don't have to worry about data limits through email, I'm just going to use my Yahoo email address for getting products added. And that's
why I'm trying to send you much of this is in pre-set up in Dropbox links, but some of it's just not possible with some of the older stuff. So
yeah,
try to keep the bandwidth down.
Yeah,
but really great idea. I think this is going to revolutionize the way a lot of this stuff's sold. Plus, it gives the creators a good platform to do what they've been doing all along.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, it's not for physical products, though. This is only for digital media, right?
Yeah. We can do physical products, but the creator is in charge of shipping. I am not dealing with that. Not for 5%.
Yeah, but there was a rumor that you're working on a platform on that, too, so.
Yeah. There is.
But that's going to cost a little bit more than 5% because of staff at the warehouse. So
yeah, you can list physical products on here, and you do receive an email when somebody buys something from you, and you can go into your Skyward Magic account and see the name, email address, shipping info if it's a physical product. So you can get all the information, and the payments it still works the same. It's just you'll be in charge of actually, packaging and shipping the product.
Right, but that's not right now, though. So
right,
we're going to start with the digital stuff. But later on, you'll make an announcement and let us know when that particular service is available.
Yeah, you can do it right now with physical products. It'll work.
Okay.
Yeah, but I am not touching anybody's products. Not for 5%. I would need a little more than that to deal with shipping and customs from different countries. And like if the UK artist, then they have to send their stuff to me, and then I have to send it to Thailand or wherever it's going to. That's 2 customs orders that I just don't want to mess with.
Yeah, but we can. I don't know if there's a good way to do that or not. You can put the creator's email so they can contact the creator if they have questions about the product.
Yeah.
And then they can handle those purchases through those creators straight.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd work. That'd work for me too because sometimes I have 2.5 month backlog.
Right.
Yeah, I can build it. It's going to take a couple months.
Yeah. So, physical products will work, but just know that I am not, my apartment is not set up as a warehouse. It's set up as living quarters. And
yeah, well, we're trying to work on a physical outlet thing for creators, but it's going to take some time because we need warehouses.
Yeah.
My warehouse bill is pretty full.
I do have a plan. I mean, I haven't actually put it into action yet, but I do have a plan to have Skyward do production. Obviously, it'll be less than 90% of a royalty, but it's still going to be higher than any other company offers for production service. Because I know guys here in the city who have big cameras and production equipment and mics, studios, and to anyone in Denton who's listening to this, Denton is a take what you can kind of town. So people don't charge much for anything here, which is good. And most of the people who own the studios are college students, so they'll take what they can get. And I know that because I took what I could get too when I was in college. So I do have the ability to do professional productions or professional-looking productions, DVDs, VHS, if you really want it, but I can do it. However, I don't have that all coordinated yet.
So, cool. Let me know. Because I got a movie thing I got to shoot. So.
Yeah, that's something farther down the line that I have the resources, but I haven't coordinated them all yet.
Yeah. Now, you're in what, Denton, Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's near what, Austin?
Oh no, it's about an hour north of Dallas.
Oh, okay. So you're not in the flood zone.
No.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw the pictures of guys camping on the roofs within a tent. I'm like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
not a good
piled nails into his roof because his house is already flooded.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's bad, dude. You're camping on the roof.
Yeah. No, I have a couple of friends.
Got his bass boat chained down to like the gutter. I was like, oh man, it's bad. It's terrible.
Not the kind of place you want to be.
Yeah, I'm hoping they get. Well, it's Texas. They'll get that mess cleaned up pretty fast.
Yeah. A friend of mine is running a charity. I don't know if it's actually officially a charity, but he's running a charitable fund to donate to the Houston victims. So I'm getting ready to start working with him on that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, make sure you
Tom,
make a post of that.
Tom, what about if people, if they wanted to put like trailers for their products, would they be able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just set it up so that there's a product image, description, and then video area.
Cool.
And I have the videos embedded from YouTube because that saves space on the website. And it's just much easier to embed one link than it is to hope that, servers are running the way they need to and streaming time is low. And just there's a whole other category of technical stuff that I don't know about or I don't know enough about to try to host videos on the website. So instead I just embed a link from YouTube because that takes 2 seconds to do.
Okay, that works. So we can upload, if we get a trailer, we can upload the trailer to YouTube and give you that link information in the emails we send to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's see trailer at YouTube. Okay, that works.
Right. Also,
yeah, that's easy enough anyway. I mean, that's
yeah. Also, if creators have their video, like if it's a video explanation, and you already have it on YouTube, just mark it as unlisted and send me that link. That way you don't have to worry about Dropbox. You can just host the unlisted video on YouTube, so nobody's paying any hosting costs. That's what I've been doing for the past few years with my own stuff, and it works really, really well.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. I mean, that wouldn't allow you to download the video unless you're using Mozilla Firefox. There's some kind of a plugin that allows you to download YouTube videos. But if if you don't care about your video being downloadable, then YouTube works for that purpose. So if you want, if you want people to be able to easily download the video, then send me the Dropbox or send me the file. I'll put it on Dropbox, and then I will be off to the races.
Yeah, because most of it I got MP3 audio, but I got one piece in, what was it, Robert? Mystic Energy 1 we did?
Mm-hmm.
It's got the video. It's like 40 minutes or so.
Yes. Yeah, it was the first Mystic Mystic Energy.
Yeah. So
and that was just a little video to give you some extra visuals on some of the items. Shot by Jacob. You've seen him on Penguin.
Yes.
I'm sure you don't know who Jacob is by now. You've never seen a Penguin video.
Yeah, I think you mixed all of them. Or most of them.
A lot of them, yeah. He's usually crawling around there somewhere. What else you got for him that we need to know on this kind of introduction to Skyward Magic?
Let's see. Going through my stuff. Just, I think we've covered most of it.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to do a special sidecast on this so everybody knows how to, they got a little more information if they need it.
Right.
And then you'll have a link to this so you can put on the Skyward Magic if they want to, curators check out this here so they can get a little audio conversation of kind of what's going on in Skyward Magic and that kind of stuff. Give them some extra information that they might not be able to see in the very simple list there because nobody wants to read anymore.
Yeah. Oh, also, this is something that no other company does. I don't claim any ownership rights to anything sold on the site. So if you have something over on Library, something on, and it's also on Penguin, and it's also on, I don't know, Merchant of Magic or Alexander, or insert other platform here, that's fine. I'm not going to dock you for having your stuff sold elsewhere. It's a flat percentage.
That was a big attraction to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of me like, oh, you sell your stuff? Oh, I'm only going to give you 40%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why am I talking to you?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple places where if it's sold on that site, let's say the website you're trying to sell it on is cookies.com. I'm just making something up. So cookies.com has a rule, okay, if you sell this on your personal site, we're going to give you 50%. If it's sold on somebody else's site, if it's sold on, brownies.com, then we're only going to give you 30%. If it's sold on both of those, we're going to give you 20%. I don't do that. I don't care where else it's sold. You're getting a flat percentage from me, so you can sell it everywhere else if you want.
Yeah, because I had one that word got on a torrent, and they, one of the sales torrents, like freaking Hong Kong, and they were like, "Oh, we're only giving you 30%." Like, what?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
That company, by the way, is no longer around.
Oh, that's good to know. Was it HK Magic by chance?
No. But I probably got some shit on that bastard.
Oh, okay.
But I know some people that have done some black magic rituals to make his pecker fall off, so.
Oh.
If he's listening in, well, that's where your problem is.
There you go.
You mess around with too many people and need black magic, voodoo, root work, and all kinds of things. Yeah, we put the occult power on you, boy. You got the evil eye on you.
Now, again, I'm going to mention that if you wanted to, let's say, game the system, then you're welcome to. Because, like some other of those websites, I'm going to use Cookies and Brownies again. So let's say cookies.com offers, God, I really want an Oreo right now. Anyway, let's say cookies.com offers, 50%, and brownies.com offers 40%. And let's say those are their exclusive rate. Exclusive rate. Well, obviously it would make more sense to go sell on the higher one first and then have it unlisted from them and then go put it on brownies.com and get the lesser royalty rate. So if you're jumping around from site to site like that, I would suggest hosting on or selling on Skyward Magic first, and then if you want to go somewhere else and get their exclusive rate, then just let me know. I'll unlist it, and then you go sell from them, and then unlisted there, sell somewhere else. Unlisted there, you can come back to me. Doesn't matter.
But why would we go there when we're paying those idiots, 40 to 60%?
There is that. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing those idiots should get is a get my shit off your site notice. Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
You're fired. Yeah, because we all understand there's a certain cost to hosting, and then the guy's got to get some money to host it. But what is that cost? That's been an elusive number for quite a while, and a lot of guys were saying originally it was well, I need 70%. I'm like, you're using the wrong servers.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of the WordPresses and website design. That's one of my least favorite things. So.
And it's also the easiest to use, or not the easiest, but the cleanest. Once you clean it up and streamlined everything, it looks good. And same sort of thing with Squarespace. But
yeah, I'd rather play with my CNC machines, man.
Yeah. No, Skyward runs on WordPress. So I know it doesn't look like the typical WordPress site because I don't like that big image that fills the whole screen, and then there's one line of text, and then you have to keep scrolling through the one page. I don't like that format at all. Oh, and just the important thing. Not too many people are aware of this. It does go on, though. When you go onto somebody's email list, some company, I'm not going to say names here, but it does happen. Those email lists get sold between other companies. So you could be on, let's say, what's going on? Hang on a sec. Oh, all right. It sounded like someone was trying to break in through the window, but it's just maintenance guys. Anyway.
Yeah, you don't sell the email list.
Yeah, no, I don't sell the email list. So that does happen.
Now, the curators will have access to those email lists for their personal use, not for sale,
yeah.
Right?
Right. And I have outlined in terms that, yes, you do get access to names and emails to people who buy your stuff, but if I find out that you've been selling that list, I'm going to go ahead and blacklist you, because selling people's information is really not a good idea. It's a terrible idea. I mean,
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's good for business, but it leads to all kinds of problems. And unless you've got, a legal team of, what's the difference between a lawyer and a car salesman? Well, one of them is a bottom-sucking, geez, how does it go? A scum-sucking bottom dweller, and the other isn't. And so Anyway, I botched that joke. Moving on.
Yeah, I mean, that's just wrong. But, you know, having access to who actually bought the work is great because that helps with question and answer support, because all my works come with question and answer support. I know Robert's come with it. And sometimes with those works we have to provide additional materials, and it's much easier to do if we have an actual email.
Yeah.
I mean, some of my question and answer support over the years have been, 2-hour phone calls.
Right.
But I mean, that's part of what I do. So.
Yeah.
If phone call is the quickest way to do it, I'll usually use the phone.
Yeah.
Because some of those calls are 2 hours, so just letting you know. Right. You need explanation on micro details. Some of those micro details are kind of involved. But we'll get you straightened out.
The idea behind giving the creators access to their customers is mostly for customer support and partially for being able to verify who has not bought from you, so that we don't end up with people calling you saying, "Hey, I bought this over here." Oh, well, I can't verify that, so I guess I'll help you. So this way you can verify your customers, and it allows you to market directly to your customers, which other companies do not do because they don't want, because that cuts into their profit. What happens when you end up with direct access to your customers is the company loses its reason to exist, and that's not good for business. So,
you fixed a lot of the. I mean, you're actually one of the first that actually took time to address a lot of these issues. Nobody else has really addressed it. They just, when I want 99% of your money.
Yeah. Yeah. When you gain somebody's name and their email, then you can send them an email that says, "Hey, next week I'm releasing this new mentalism principle over here on Skyward Magic. It'll be available on Tuesday at this price. Here's what it is." And you're getting 90% or 88, whatever I decide to set it. I'm going to say 90 for the sake of this conversation. Mm-hmm. It'll be high, obviously. It's going to be over 80%. It's going to be around about 90%.
Yeah, you just got to make sure your costs are covered. So, but collectively, everybody's pitching in to cover this cost of the 10 or 15% you're charging, 20%, whatever.
That's pretty much. Yeah, that's. As I said,
plus your headache of hosting all this stuff. You got to make sure all that stays up and running.
Yeah.
Which we don't have to deal with. We can just go ahead and do what we do, which is great.
Yeah. Allows you to just be a creator, send me your stuff. I'll take care of all the digital stuff on this.
Now, are you sending out periodic emails like some of the other sites do on what's new?
I thought about it. I think what I'm going to do is organize, because I don't want to send, let's say, people who primarily buy from the card magic category. I don't want to send them an email about, "Hey, Bill Montana is coming out with this new metaphysical work," right? I don't want people who aren't interested in the real psychic aspect to get emails that have, "Hey, there's a new psychic effect coming out." Because if they're not interested in that, then it doesn't make sense for that to show up in their inbox. So what I think I'm going to do is organize buyers into categories. So like person A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D, who buy primarily bizarre stuff, are going to go onto the bizarre list. And then E, F, G, and H are going to go onto the card magic list, and then someone else goes on to the metaphysical list. I'm going to categorize buyers based on their buying habits, create lists, and then I'll send them emails about new stuff that's coming out.
Right. I mean, like on my work, like it says Bizarre Magic, you pretty much know what I'm talking about, or Seance, you know what I'm talking about. But Another thing when it says like psychotronics, you can pretty much bet. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And how those methods are different from the typical mentalism methods. But, just a little FYI for you guys out there.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing something on card magic, you'll know it's card magic. It'll be pretty much spelled out.
Right. I mean,
and no, I don't do anything for SpongeBob, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
although I think John Riggs has got a new DB coming out on him doing SpongeBob, so it's going to be really cool.
All right.
But he got some master work on that. But, SpongeBob's card magic and stuff. He's really, really good at that. But most people have never seen it, so that'll be, that'll be kind of a treat, actually. I'm kind of wanting to copy that one myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really see anything that, let's say, it's not a lower form or lower art form at all, but it's not. It still falls under kind of the magic tricks area.
Yeah, a little too closely to magic trick. Now, if it is, if there's something exceptional to create, because I know some creators that do multiple categories.
Yeah.
That's if it's on your creator page and it's kind of an off category. I just recommend, hey, spell that for them.
Yeah.
I know there's some guys that are working like, fringe type related stuff, and the guys are doing strictly bizarre. Some are doing trade shows. That's fine, and nobody has a problem with that. We just want to know what we're buying, or we want to have an idea of what category it may be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's why since you can contact the creators and ask questions about the work before they buy, that's good too.
Yeah.
I really do like that, because I can say, no, that's not what you want. You want this one over here because this is more tailored for that.
Right.
Because I've done that before. They were looking to buy work X. I'm like, no, that's the wrong work for you, man.
Yeah.
But this work is more related to what you're doing. It's got some new information in it. But, I want to be very clear on that, because I get confusion all the time, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Frankly, tired of answering questions that I shouldn't be answering.
Yeah. One thing
and the word talks about tensor rings. If you don't know what a tensor ring is, don't buy it.
Yeah.
It's way out on the fringe.
Yeah.
But now, if you want, if you're interested in that kind of thing, well, then, there is at least one work on the market for you. It explains some unique and new information that's unknown to most.
Right. Yeah, something I did just to avoid any kind of confusion or uncertainty about what something actually is I added some categories, like the category list on the actual product page. So if you go to Skyward Magic right now, there's a piece called In the Name of the Serpent. It's sold by my friend whose pseudonym is Desolate. It's actually my work. It was published in a journal called the Secrecy, or the Secrecy Journal. Anyway. Yeah, so it falls under bizarre. And it's got some mentalism aspects. So I put it's marked under bizarre magic, Desolate, which is the name of the creator, and mentalism. So that way, if someone comes onto the site and they see In the Name of the Serpent and they read the description and think, oh, it's some kind of a magic-y act that you would perform at like a dinner party or something. And then hopefully, the description, I hope, is pretty obvious. It's not something you would perform at like a corporate dinner party. It's something you would do at a private party. In a dark room, not dressed in a suit, dressed in a robe or dark clothing, candlelit room, just really kind of creepy, dark environment. That's what this would be performed in. But I also
right.
Categories. Yeah, I list the categories that falls under just to avoid any kind of confusion. Whereas something might look like it's a card trick, and it's actually a tarot card routine. Or if something something that looks like it's mentalism, maybe from the product image it has a picture of a brain or something. So it looks like it should be mentalism, but it ends up being, a full deck equivoque. That would be listed under card magic.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we'll try to, like, when we send in our works, try to let you know what type of based on the categories you have, where it fits best.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did that on the first group, but those are pretty general works anyway, except for some of the stuff that's coming. And then it's a little bit more detailed.
Right. And I review everything too, so I'll be able to tell, roughly where it should go. And
if you got any questions, you'll PM the creator or whatever and say, hey.
Yeah.
Because, some of my stuff's going to be like that because it kind of crosses into multiple categories.
Right.
And some of it's general, some of it's specific to, some of it's specific to selling merchandise in the back of the room.
Right.
Which is, table merchandise, part of the, if you're working psychics, part of the deal,
Yeah.
Because you need to, survive and make money. So, that's kind of the thing.
Right.
So that's good. So, yeah, I just wanted to do a special Psycast on just this stuff to see if we got some more information for the guys that, they may not catch something or, whatever. Because this is kind of a new, cool platform.
It is. It's really nice. It's laid out. It just started, but I'm impressed with what I see right now. So,
you got any questions for the creator of this site?
No. I think he pretty much answered any question I might have had. So,
all right. Well, if anyone has any questions about this, you can message me on Facebook or send me an email. Or if you're in Denton, Texas, just let me know and we'll hang out sometime. My email is wanderingmagic magic@yahoo.com. And then Facebook is just Tom Phoenix. It's the profile picture that has a guy with a long beard. That's me.
Yeah, it looks like a Norwegian metal kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or ZZ Top. I know you were getting flack for that in Vegas. People are calling you ZZ Top.
Yeah. Yeah, here, everyone. In Denton, I always get, hey, are you trying to be like those guys on Duck Dynasty? Like, I don't know who Duck Dynasty is. And then when I looked them up, they were a bunch of jerks. I thought, oh, no, definitely. I'd like to think I'm a little nicer than that. So, yeah, I'm glad that Norwegian Metal Kid was the first thing that came to mind.
Huge.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for me, unless you two have any questions or anything else you want to cover.
No, but you'll be shortly within the week. You'll be able to find all my obscure works at, or 99% of them anyway, at skywardmagic.com, and I think Rob's got works on there too.
Yep, exactly.
So I think that's good. So curators, 90%, man, in your pockets. Get moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get moving. Get over there right now and sign up.
The exodus has begun.
That's right. All right, great. Well, Bill, thank you, and special thanks to Tom, our guest. And, again, it's skywardmagic.com, and go over there, check it out right now. Okay? So we will see you guys.
And check it out daily. I mean, there's going to be new works every day for the next couple of weeks, so, and probably after that. So bookmark it.
Yep, bookmark it. Check it out every day. All right. We will see you guys later.
All right. Thanks for